Welcome back to the classroom. Come on in. No late pass required. Today, we are continuing our watch through of Ahsoka in Season 1, Episode 7, titled Dreams and Madness. I can only imagine what this is going to be about today, because we have had a myriad of things happen in the most recent episode. If you missed out on that reaction, make sure to check the card up in the top right-hand corner. But in the latest episode, we had finally had the reveal of Thrawn in all of his live-action glory, and wow, did he not disappoint at all. I did see a bit of the a bit of people complaining about his appearance in the various online forums of the world, and I gotta say I did not get any of that. He is menacing. Lars Mikkelsen is an excellent choice. It was great being able to have the voice actor get to reprise the role in live action, because that voice is quite honestly perfect for the character of Thrawn. He is always 18 steps ahead of you. He is always knowing your moves before you even know them, and he hasn't lost his edge at all. He might have been in a different galaxy, but he was using that time wisely, I am sure. Made some deals with Night Sisters as well, so yeah. I am sure right then and there that things are not going to go well with now having Force users on his side, apart from the Emperor. And I fear the worst. We know that Ahsoka and Hu Yang are fast on their way. I wouldn't be surprised if we had an appearance of some kind here. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit more as to what Ezra was doing this entire time, because it seems almost too convenient in a sense that he's just been hanging out here with this nomadic tribe. Like, you would think he would try to do anything in his power to not let Thrawn get away with what he's been getting away with. There's something else weird going on here that I can't quite put my foot down on, but either way, I feel like the choice to cast what's his name here, Iman S1E7. If I'm mispronouncing that, make sure to let me know in the comments. He was a perfect casting. He literally looks like the live action version of Ezra's father from Rebels, so it makes sense that he would look that way. And so absolutely love that. It's awesome that we're kind of getting to see that. New character, Captain Enoch, I think is his name. Terrifying. He's a really cool character already. Very menacing, and I am looking forward to kind of seeing a little bit more of him. But I'm also looking forward to seeing what happens as a result of Shin and Baylan going and hunting down Ezra and Sabine here, because Sabine is definitely keeping a lot close to the chest as well, so I think that's going to come back to bite them. And so I'm ready to get into this here. I'm really excited to see how this all plays out. So without further ado, let's jump right into the episode. Oh, yep, we're back on Coruscant. Shit.
No problem bending to fit her personal agenda.
Oh, he's a douche.
You protected the New Republic by ignoring direct orders.
No, I protected the New Republic by ignoring you.
Ooh. 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 Oh, Hera.
Imperial remnant. Such a sensational term.
Yeah,
There's
no,
proof
except it's
of any
not.
coordination between the scattered and dwindling number of Imperial forces.
What about the conflict on Mandalore?
Oh, yep.
Exactly my point. I see a general who abuses her authority for personal gain, and I will not stand for it.
Oh, screw you, man. Is that 3PO?
but on behalf of Senator Leia Organa.
Yes.
May I speak? Thank you.
At least her name still has respect here. Unlike Hera's, apparently. Jeez.
Wishes to present this data transcript, which she hopes may resolve the matter.
Oh.
I object. In the strongest terms.
Why?
Thank you.
What harm could it possibly do?
I was about unaware that Senator Ziono had held a vote against such a mission. Without her.
This is preposterous. The court cannot admit evidence of this kind from a mere droid.
Oh, yeah. Don't piss off the droids.
To address any further concerns to her directly in her role as leader of the Defense Council.
Oh, Leia!
Well,
Lay it down the
settle
law!
the matter. Unless you remain unsatisfied, Senator Ziono.
Yeah, piss off, man.
No, Madam Chancellor.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got caught with your pants down, you dumbass. Ah, C-3PO for the rescue.
She did not authorize your mission.
She did. Eventually.
How real is the threat of Thrawn's return?
She's scared. She's genuinely scared. And I don't blame her.
To prepare for the worst.
Ah, what an opening. I have no idea what this could be about here. Whales going through hyperspace. It's so damn cool.
General Grievous, Sage Ventress, even Count Dooku.
Ooh.
Face any one of them on the battlefield.
She's training to listen to inspiration from Anakin.
It's my responsibility to prepare you.
Oh, I love his Clone Wars armor.
Practice often, or at least more than I do. I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
Oh, listen to those words of wisdom. Oh, almost like having him there.
This was his last one.
Very thoughtful. I never realized.
Oh,
He was a good master.
yeah, he was.
I think the odds are pretty good.
No, in fact, they're terrible. Astronomically terrible.
Well, you should have said something.
I did, but you never.
She's messing with you, dude. Yeah.
Worst part is, I hope you are right.
I know you do.
I love seeing her happy and whatnot. Oh, that's so cool.
Something's wrong.
Uh-oh. Yeah. An attack.
Perhaps we are safer in here.
Nope, not. Gotta get out of there. No, jeez. They're shooting at the Purgles. Multiple objects. What on earth? They set up a minefield? Yo, that is messed up. Yo, I hate
Imperial minefield.
everything about that.
Arrival point. At least the whales are providing some cover.
Yeah, except for the fact that the whales are probably... Oh, they're dipping.
You had to say something.
Being optimistic.
Yeah, they're dipping. They're getting out of there.
And we are clear.
Nope, not clear. Not clear.
Well, we found the enemy.
You're gonna fly right past it? Yeah, no, I was about to say, not clear. Yeah, debris field is dead Purgles. I don't know about that. Oh, jeez.
Nothing on the scope.
Yep, she's gonna have to do it all manually. Oh, right into it. Yep. Oh, jeez, the crunchiness of the bones there.
Her master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
Oh, he's scared.
You're certain there's only the one starship? Correct, Grand Admiral. Withdraw the fighters and have them stand by.
Withdraw the starfighters.
Follow.
There's no need to waste our resources, which is why we must control all variables. Put her on a path of her own choosing, so that no matter which direction she takes, we'll always be one step ahead of her.
He is legitimately terrifying. Like, very terrifying. Oh, I don't like that he's just like, oh yeah, well, I'm scared that it's, you know, we're dealing with the Padawan of General Skywalker, but like, we're gonna control the variables.
I will run a scan to see if I can locate Lady Wren.
Well, where would Lady Wren be? Well, she found Ezra. Their little nomadic tribe here. Oh, their little craft. That's actually really cool. That makes it very easy to travel.
Ahsoka took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why? I mean, congratulations.
Go on.
No, that's great. Makes sense, of course.
She's keeping a little too close to the chest here. It is definitely going to come back to bite them. They're closing in. Yep, and they got the pack of marauders here.
Find her?
Yes, Grand Admiral.
What are they about to do? Absolutely not. No, don't bring this shit to life. I'm not ready. Oh, she's whispering too. God, them using Night Sister magic is not helpful. Sabine is accepting of this. Ooh. She's sensing her. Ooh.
Ahsoka.
Found her. That was awesome.
I see her.
Uh-oh.
The Jedi.
They sense that force connection.
You have the coordinates. Open fire.
Oh shit.
What happened? What was it?
They found us!
Yep, they're firing on that area there. Having Night Sister magic is not good. God, this is insane of such an insane episode so far.
Contact the fighter group and have them re-engage the opponent.
Thrawn is way too good at this.
Your ambition drives you in one direction. My path lies in another.
Oh. She's obsessed with defeating Sabine.
Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
Oh. Trying to help her. Him not helping. I feel like Shin is about to go off to her death.
If Lord Balin proves capable, we may yet win the day.
He's not going to help though. I love this like sect of Imperial remnants. Yeah, you don't want Thrawn sitting there being able to do all of this. Like him being able to oversee a battle like this is probably the worst possible thing. Ooh, do they have stuff to fight? Oh, they have slingshots. At least they've got some blasters here. Thankfully, Sabine's a good shot. Oh! That was helpful. She's like, yo, get away from my home. Oh, jeez. And them stranded. Oh, he's trying to help. He's kind of taking on a bit of a leadership role, but he's still trying to be helpful. They're setting themselves up in a perimeter here.
Get inside, I'll handle this.
Oh, there's a lot going on here. Everything's about to converge. Is Balin worrying more about Ahsoka here? And while you got one lightsaber, is that going to be enough? Oh, I hope Sabine gives Ezra his former lightsaber here.
You got the timing wrong?
And didn't I feel terrible?
No!
All right, so they're gonna drop in Ahsoka here. Oh, but there's a lot of moving parts here. Woo! Oh, jeez. All right, the fighters are being drawn away at least, and Balin's blocking the path.
This is a surprise.
I don't have time for this.
That I know.
Oh, rematch time. And I think this is going to be a little bit different this time. Ooh. Using a different fighting style this time.
No. The Force is my ally. That's all I need.
He's going to use the Force.
I need more than that.
Ooh, he's still using the Force. That's good. Wasn't sure if he'd still be attuned to it. Woo! That is awesome. Oh, all these pieces coming together here. Oh, she's doing a lot better this time. Oh, she's using some quicker techniques here. Relying more on that dual bladedness. Nice. Woo! Singeing the hair a bit there.
Close.
Ooh, what a hit. Yo!
Looking good for you.
No, it is not. Ah, crap. Too much working against them. I don't see a good conclusion here. Yo! Nice. I think he's realizing his apprentice is no more.
I'm fine. Fine, just stay in there and shut the door.
That's old eyes for peeking through right there.
Where's Balin's gone?
Ah. Ooh. Working together there. I like it. That is too many stormtroopers. Oh, that is way too many stormtroopers. They're more menacing with like the messed up armor.
Don't you want to take us as prisoners? As prisoners? Huh? Or
Fire!
Oh! Here we go, Ahsoka!
Survive long enough to see the outcome.
Don't go doing that to us, please and thank you. That's certainly helpful. Got a blaster now, at least. Nice. We're doing a pretty damn good job, needless to say.
Acceptable losses given the absence of Lord Balin. In the grand scheme of things, one might even call this first match with Tano a success. Let me show you what I see.
Oh.
With our enemy distracted, the cargo transfer is now almost complete. She'll soon leave. Ahsoka Tano has lost the one thing she could not afford to lose today.
Time.
Time.
Oh, damn it.
Time is very much on our side now. And I shall keep it that way.
Kept them distracted. Oh my goodness. Thrawn, I hate you, but I love you, man. Damn. Is she gonna go down fighting? Or is she gonna leave with them?
I can help you.
I wonder if she feels just abandoned. She's also peacing out.
I thought you were dead.
That look of
Is this reunion?
You should know better. Oh. 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 Oh no.
You thought she was dead?
Clearly I was wrong.
I love these guys. They're so cute.
Guys, I think I might be going home after all.
Oh, let's hope so. Thrawn might be doing something to make sure that doesn't happen. Is that gonna be it for the episode? Probably. Yeah. Oh, wow. That was really freaking good. So we just finished watching episode 7 of Ahsoka titled Dreams and Madness, and there's definitely a deeper meaning going on with the title of this episode, but I want to start off with kind of the smaller scene that we see at the very beginning here with Hera and her being on trial. First of all, it's awesome that Leia is still up to her shenanigans and still able to just like send 3PO and be like, yeah, I authorized this. I was in charge this entire time. I don't know what you guys were thinking. And like everything about that was just like, it was awesome to get to see 3PO for sure, and having him come in and completely just like change the outcome. But at the same time, that senator, I'm blanking on his name right now. I'm trying to see if I can see the actor's name here, but the senator in particular, that guy was awful. Like, he's doing everything in his power to not admit that Hera was in the right, and like kind of just blatantly refusing to look at evidence. And it once again gives me this notion of like why something like the First Order could even rise to power in the first place. Like, you are potentially letting, even if there is like a slim chance that someone like Thrawn could be returning, you would think that after everything that Thrawn managed to do, after everything Thrawn did during the Galactic Civil War, you would think that you would want to do everything in your power to make sure to the smallest detail that it was not true. At the bare minimum, you'd want to make sure that it wasn't true, that Thrawn could potentially be returning, because Thrawn is quite literally, in my opinion, I think the most terrifying villain left of the Empire. It was kind of like a combination of, I would say Vader, Palpatine, and one could argue Tarkin, but like at the same time, Tarkin was a little full of himself in a sense, and it's the reason why he died the way that he did on the first Death Star. I would say Thrawn is easily more terrifying. There would even be times I would say he's more terrifying than Vader, because like Vader, if you're in close quarters with him, you're done for. And yes, Vader can coordinate through a whole lot of fear tactics, but Thrawn almost demands respect. And it's someone who, like, when it comes down to it, I feel like more people are willing to lay down their lives for someone like Thrawn than they are for someone like Vader, who just leads through fear. Thrawn leads by example. He leads because his actions get results. And if you even think for a fleeting second that something like that is about to come back, you should be taking every single word seriously. And you could even see like the fear in Mothma's eyes when she said like, I want you to put your feelings aside. We know that, you know, you want Ezra to return, but I want you to put your feelings aside right here, right now. How likely is this to happen? And she immediately says, we have to prepare for the worst. And you could see Mothma is like, I don't think we can handle this, because with a coordinated response from Thrawn, I get the feeling like this show is not going to end on a happy note. We already know that Filoni is working with, I believe, Favreau on a theatrical release, a movie of some kind to kind of tie what they're calling the Mandoverse together. And this was something that kind of tied in with a lot of the Mandoverse, with the Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, and now with the show Ahsoka. And I truly believe here that it's not going to end happily. Thrawn is too smart. It took major sacrifice to not kill him, but simply stop him, to get him out of the picture, to remove him from the game board. And now that the game board has completely changed, now all of a sudden you're gonna, just take his game piece and plop it right onto the board. That completely changes the game. And I don't care if he's in another galaxy, he is still a major threat. And I don't foresee them taking this lightly. I truly believe that things are not going to end happy. We had a lot of cool scenes here, so we'll get back to talking about Thrawn here in just a moment, because his tactics here, it seemed like Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra were getting the upper hand, and then with a simple couple of sentences, Thrawn just comes in and completely wipes out any potential progress that could have been made. And so I wanted to start by talking about the amazing scene with Ahsoka training and using Anakin's hologram, getting to kind of have that one last moment with Anakin once again, more on her terms rather than Anakin testing her. And I love the fact that as she's doing so, she's training, I believe, one of her older forms that she used more during the Clone Wars that would allow her to use her dual saber technique in a more sufficient way against a single stronger opponent, because she was trying to take Baylan on in a much like power for power, and it just wasn't working. Like Baylan is an absolute unit of an individual, and his saber technique, it reminded me a lot of Qui-Gon, who very much used a lot of that. And what was the thing that really managed to take Qui-Gon down was Maul fighting, and Maul used multiple blades. And so I really do think that was kind of like a direct counter. And we saw that she was doing a lot better this time, and Baylan was struggling a little bit more. Definitely still evenly matched. Baylan is one hell of a swordsman. Like, my tip my hat to Ray Stevenson, because I will say that between Ray Stevenson, Hayden Christensen, Rosario Dawson, Ivana Sakno, I think is how it's pronounced. And I would even say with Natasha Leo Bordizzo, I hope I'm not butchering these names. I'm really bad with names. But basically, the main actors for Baylan, Shin, Sabine, Ahsoka, Anakin, they're all just incredible with a lot of the lightsaber techniques that we're seeing. Like, you can, if you're enough of a Star Wars nerd like myself, you start to actually see recognizable forms. Like, even when Hayden Christensen was fighting as his different personas of Anakin and Vader, you could tell when he swapped his fighting style to that more akin to Vader's fighting style, and then also looking back on Anakin's fighting style. I want to say it was Form 5. It's been a hot minute since I've looked into and studied all of it. It's fascinating stuff, and highly recommend looking into the different lightsaber fighting forms. But it was awesome getting to see like her training for this exact purpose, and then getting to see it in action later on. But we already see Thrawn's preparedness in this episode, him springing this trap immediately out of hyperspace, causing the Purgles to just dip and get out of there, because they helped Ahsoka because she asked. They're not going to do much else other than bring her to a destination, and then when they are being literally blown to smithereens, they're like, all right, we're out, you're on your own, we did what we needed to, and we did this based off of a favor, so like you're not getting much past that. And it, of course, was all part of Thrawn's plan, which we'll get to here in just a second. But there were so many moving parts in this episode. We saw Ahsoka manage to find Sabine through her Force connection between, Master and Apprentice. But it meant that the Night Sister mothers were able to hone in on that sort of like Force duo, that Force dyad. Maybe not dyad. Dyad might be a little too strong of a word. That Force bond. That's a better word for it. This Force bond between the two of them, and then pinpoint their location, because they were almost like onlookers and seeing like this connection being made, and they're like, Oh, yeah, she's right there. Also, by the way, Thrawn didn't need any help, but once again, freaking Night Sisters helping out Thrawn is probably the worst thing that could possibly happen for the good guys here. Having their assistance in addition to just being Grand Admiral Thrawn, I don't see an easy way out of this once again. Now, I did find it interesting that Baylan was not helping out Shin in this whole ordeal. We saw Ezra deciding not to fight with the lightsaber, Sabine doing a pretty good job, and all three of them managing to kind of quell Shin in a sense. Like, Ezra was able to take her on for a while without even using a lightsaber, which is outrageously impressive. All of the fighting was amazing, excellently choreographed, and Baylan was more worried about delaying Ahsoka, but then as soon as he was no longer able to, I think he senses that Thrawn was going to leave all of them behind. And that right there is enough concern for him to just do the bare minimum and then peace on out. And I still want to know what the source of his power, what he is looking for, because there's something in particular, and I don't know what it could be. It could be some Night Sister power. It could be some more ancient people, although it seems like the Night Sisters are pretty ancient at this point. They've lasted way longer than they probably should have. But all of this fighting, all of this amazing fight scenes that we got, it was still just Thrawn pulling the strings the entire time. And Thrawn basically making Morgan Elsbeth just question everything about herself, just saying like, what do you mean? All points that you're looking at here equal a loss. What do you mean that this is possibly a good thing? And he's just like, well, we did exactly what we needed to. While they were fighting, while we were distracting them, we robbed them of the one thing that they still had at least some of and now don't anymore, and that's time. Delaying them as long as possible so that they can get away and get stranded there. Not good. Not a good thing. And I don't even think it's gonna come down to them being able to stop Thrawn. They're gonna get into that hyperspace ring and they're gonna go. And I think the best possible outcome is that they're able to smuggle themselves aboard or attach themselves onto the Star Destroyer and hope for the best at that point. I really don't truly think that they're going to stop him from leaving. I do think that he is going to return to the main galaxy in Star Wars. We're getting a bunch of happy, good feelings here. I loved that we got to see Ahsoka and Ezra reunite, you know, now older and getting to hug each other out. Like, that was a wholesome moment, but I don't think it's... I think it's very short-lived. I think things are just going to take a turn for the worst here, but we'd love to know what you guys think, and if I missed anything, to let me know down in the comments. And if anything I mentioned is something you want to discuss, please. I love reading all your comments. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. But in the meantime, class, you are officially dismissed. I will see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.